We got Dwight Grant back here on the program. He's going to be fighting Carlo Pedersoli at UFC on ESPN 3 on February 23rd. Dwight, what's going on, man? How are you?
Not much. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Did you watch the Super Bowl yesterday? I've been asking all the fighters this.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Well, you didn't miss much. It wasn't very good. So yeah, that's, it's one of those ones. It's good you didn't get to watch it. But let's talk first about UFC Brooklyn. You were supposed to step up on short notice and take on Chance Encounter. What I heard, it was the commission wouldn't license you because something with your eye. What happened there?
Not much. First, I heard there's an opportunity to fight. It was on short notice, and I was a little skeptical because, I went back up and wait. Yeah. So, and once I decided I could make the weight, I started doing it. But the commission said because I had an eye injury, like in 2014-15, they wouldn't let me fight there. It was like, okay, I guess. And I had like 10 pounds of weight. So, I was upset.
Oh, that's brutal. And you probably didn't get compensated, right? Because like the commission just wouldn't let you fight.
Oh, no, there was no compensation. But, this opportunity to fight now, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's a quick turnaround. So who told you that you couldn't fight? Was the commission like talk to you directly, or was that through your manager? How did that happen?
The manager wasn't gonna let me fight. He called me on the way home it was Sunday, and I just posted, hey, I wanted to make sure, I had a history of getting canceled. So I waited, I signed the contract, and I was like, okay, it's signed. I went a day, and then I posted it. I went to the gym. I did a bunch of training. I was down to 10 pounds away. Got a car, called for the manager. I called Chipper, like, hey, what's up, man? And he was, yeah, you're not gonna let you fight, man.
That's brutal. Okay. Well, like you said, it's good you got a quick turnaround anyways. You're getting a fight on this card on the 23rd, so not a huge delay as far as your second fight. Let's talk about your debut. Not much to say other than, I think a lot of people felt like you won. I don't know if you know this, but 9 out of the 10 media members on MMA Decisions actually scored the fight for you. Does that make the loss a little bit easier knowing that people thought you actually beat Zach Otto?
Not really, because the funny thing about it was, if I would have won, I still would have been disappointed because I wanted like fireworks, everything to be like, an amazing, exciting kind of fight. And anytime decision, I go back and I'm like, my coach, I'm sorry, man, like I couldn't get the finish. But it was just shocking, But I learned a lot from it because I think I was kind of on autopilot that one. I expected war to come to me. But now I pay more attention on aging it myself, on making things happen on my own. That the fight is supposed to be on my terms, no matter what. No more judges. That's the point I'm trying to make here. No more judges involved.
Yeah, and were jitters a factor at all? We hear about UFC jitters. It didn't look like it in the fight, but obviously you're not going to say anything until after the fight.
No, for me, that was the most awake and like alive in a fight. Like there was a match where I was just like, yeah, man, I'm fighting. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking, I wasn't. I didn't feel nervous about it. I always feel some kind of weird walking in. If I'm fighting here in the UFC, or I'm just like walking somewhere to sparring, I start thinking about what I'm doing. It wasn't anything extra. I think it was more of the case that I was expecting, because the guy was UFC veteran a bit, to unleash some stormy, and I was waiting for it. And instead of doing that now,
So now you're fighting in Prague, Czech Republic, kind of cool. I imagine first time going there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't strike me as someone who would travel to Prague too often. When are you heading out there? Have you figured out your travel and all that?
Yeah, I'm going to leave probably around Valentine's Day, like maybe the day after or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And do you have any issues with the corner? I know sometimes on international cards, they only let you bring like one cornerman. On certain cards, or is everything squared off with that or no?
Yeah, everything's cool. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Let's talk about your opponent, Carlo Pedersoli. 11-2 record. Got a lot of experience here. How do you feel like you match up against him?
I fought a guy like similar to him before. I know him in person. I watched some mates. But it's to me like anybody I fight is always the same. I got the same game plan I always have. Now I'm just going to be more alive and trying to make it happen.
And training at American Kickboxing Academy, obviously a lot of good training partners there. Is it the same guys you're working with? Anyone different at all, or everything pretty much just business as usual as far as training partners at AKA?
Just same thing. I have my friends that I train with, and I have Justin there. I have some of the guys like Fabian and Tom that I train with. My farm partner and teammates, and that's pretty much it.
How's Cain Velasquez looking? I don't imagine you train with him too often because he's a heavyweight, but how's he looking ahead of his fight with Ngannou?
Oh, he looks great. I'm training him that often now. When I first came to AK, yeah, I had to.
Right. It's like a rite of passage. It's like you got to train with everyone, yeah.
Yeah, but now I haven't trained him as much, but he's looking good.
Okay, that's excellent. Yeah. What do you think of all the people who say like, oh, he's not going to be the same? Because everyone I've talked to at AKA says the training's still the same, even though he's a little bit older, got a little more gray hair on there. He's still looking, pretty good like the old Kane.
Well, I think for fighters, the time and as far as getting older and all that, it doesn't really make a difference. The most important thing is you have the passion for it and you want to fight. As long as you want to fight, you see guys like people ask questions like, "Is this guy like an older fighter and they feel like he shouldn't?" It's because they have the passion for it. Like as long as you have the passion for it, you're going to be a dangerous fighter at all times. And, Kane, as everybody can see, has the passion for it. He's a champion, so he's always dangerous no matter what. How's
the weight cut going ahead of this fight?
Pretty good. It's actually better than before. Before I would kind of make it more painful for myself. Now I'm smarter, so I'm able to do a little better. So it's been really good.
Yeah, and you had a bit of notice for this fight, right? So it's like you could prepare adequately, like to get the weight down, right?
It's fine. Like after that experience, I'm actually glad it happened, even if it didn't work out, because it showed me that if I want to do something, I can do it. Like the first time I got the phone call, I was like, no way, a week? Oh man. The next day, I was almost close to weight. Like I started trying right away, and I was almost close to weight. And then by that morning, I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Like I can make this in a couple of days. So it was very surprising, and I learned a lot from it.
How do you see this fight playing out on February 23rd?
Well, obviously, everybody you ask that question should say is, I'm going to win.
Yes, yeah, of course, yeah. Why sign the contract otherwise? Yeah.
Yeah. But on top of that, I feel like it's going to be a very exciting fight because even though I'm in a good mood right now and everything, I was pretty upset about my last fight. So I've been training with a lot of passion and a lot of I don't want to say anger, but I really want to fight right now. Even the Brooklyn card, even the Prague card, but when Kane's fighting right now and Kane's fighting in Arizona, from the flight home from my last fight, I want to get on that fight. So I knew right away I wanted to fight immediately. So I know I'm going to have a lot to do. I'm not taking this guy for granted. I don't take anyone for granted or think that they're going to be a good opponent. I'm sure he has his own, passions and things to put forward in here. But I'm coming to dominate and make sure that I am the one to get my hand raised at the end of the night.
I mentioned your corner. Who actually is going to make the trip with you for this fight?
Oh, well, from the gym, we're going to have Justin, Big Pretty Willis. I'm going to have my friend Dennis and another one of my trainers, AJ. So I'm going to have these three guys.
Let's talk about some other stuff. You're one of my favorite follows on Instagram, the Dragon Effect account. We can plug that at the end for sure. But I love how you're like myself and you play a lot of old school games and you post the games that you're playing and everything like that. What's one thing you're playing right now that you can share with my listeners in case they haven't seen your account?
Oh, well, I play a lot. I'm at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 right now. Kingdom Hearts 3, and I haven't finished it. And me and my son have been watching this game for the past days, and we're close to the finish. So that's one. And another game I found about recently, it's an older game, but it's actually super good. It's called Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. It's a JRPG. Man, that game is amazing. So I'm playing those two games right now.
What platform is that on?
It's on Steam. And
okay, gotcha.
That particular game came out on PS3, came out on Vita, came out on PSP, and I ignored it the whole time. Like, I don't think I'm going to like that game. Now, all of a sudden, I'm playing like, I wish I'd played it before. So that's really...
That's awesome. And your son gets into it as well? He likes watching you play, or does he play himself?
This kid, he's living my dream. He's about to turn 3, and actually next week's going to turn 3. He's played so many games already. His favorite game right now is an old classic called Ristar, for Sega. But he plays Smash Brothers with me. He plays Mario Kart, and he's actually really good at them. So he wants to play time. So I don't let him play Kingdom Hearts because I don't play, and I'm trying to finish it. But eventually he's going to get into that too. But he definitely gets into it. He's a big fan of games, of course, comic books and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good parenting right there. I like that. Last question before I let you go. I talked about your camp, a.k.a. Deron Wynn, one of your teammates. I interviewed him a few weeks back, and I found it interesting that apparently the WWE was actually trying to recruit him and get him to go over to pro wrestling. Is pro wrestling something you'd ever consider if you were ever given an opportunity like that, maybe after your career's over?
Well, that's pretty funny. Like, when I was a kid, that's all me and my friend used to watch. We were just all about it. We used to, they say before, don't try these moves. That's all we did. That's all we did. I'll do all those kind of things. I'm not opposed to any of that. I think it's amazing. It's the people who do it, they put themselves through a lot. And, I wouldn't stop myself from doing something like that. But right now, I'm focused on fighting. Focused on fighting in a couple weeks and making sure I get the finish that I see in mind. I see a beautiful finish, and I have to make sure everything to get that done.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to it. It's February 23rd. It's going to be UFC on ESPN Plus 3. Dwight, always good talking to you, man. I appreciate you taking the time. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I'm on Dwight Grant MMA on Instagram, and also for games, stuff like that. Dragon Effect 64, Dragon _Effect 64 on Instagram also. Thanks. Sponsors like GI, everybody at AK, my team. I always try to send out. I see him every day, but I should have mind. Hey, what's up? And then all my friends at AK that have been helping me out and else. Also, my friend just fought Matt Bacon Glory. He just fought there and did great. So shout out to you and congratulations.